Welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling, and today we're using the crock pot with me, AB.
Let me try to do your intro.
You know what, Alexa, if you feel like you can do it, go ahead and do it.
Welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me, AB.
That last little part right there, that B, you know what I mean? Hey, I guess that's our way of saying AB. Hey, but listen, welcome back to my channel. You know what? You cooking with your boy, me, AB. So, listen, you guys want to know what we making? Since she gonna be my assistant for today, what we making today?
Crock pot beans with smoked sausage.
There you have it. You know what? Super easy recipe to do. Listen, it requires a little thought though. You know why? Because listen, we gotta soak our beans the night before. So with that being in mind, once we get our beans, we're gonna soak them. And then if you get your ingredients ready the day before, that's what makes it just like super easy. And those of you guys been following me knowing this channel is all about just, you know, making it super simple. You know what? Taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, if you spread out everything, put these in your bowls, you can cut your veggies and everything, put them in your refrigerator. And then in the morning, you can go ahead and rinse your beans, dump them in your crock pot, all your ingredients along with your seasoning, minus the salt. Listen, because when you come in, if you're gonna cook them all day, when you come in, we're gonna put the salt in once the beans are super soft. You know what I mean? We're gonna add the salt to taste. And then after that, we're gonna cook it for the remainder of the time. And with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and just break right into this video. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to soak your beans overnight. These are Pinto Beans, 2-pound bag. Go ahead and put them in a large bowl, and then you want to fill the bowl with water. And then again, we're going to just let them sit overnight, and then we're going to resume tomorrow. Okay, here are the ingredients. We got green peppers, we got an onion, cayenne pepper, minced garlic, cumin, and of course we got our beans that we soaked last night. We got a ham hock. Here we got our glass Pyrex, that's for our water, and of course we're gonna add our smoked sausage. And then right here, you know what, anytime I can, I love to use fresh ground pepper, and I like to look like the restaurant. And then okay, also if you got salt, listen, we're gonna add the salt later once the beans get soft, you know, so we're gonna cook it first. Now here, I'm just going ahead and showing you guys, you know, just so you can see the size of the cut that I use for the bell pepper. So, you know, I'm cutting them here. And then right here, I didn't know how to explain this, so I thought it would be best for you guys just to see it. We don't really want to dice them like super small. We want them to be like a decent size. So when we put them in there, you know, they'll be nice and they can look good, helps with the presentation, things of that nature. And then right here, we're just going ahead and get our onion cut. And okay, so if you've been following me, you know, I always say it's better to get your ingredients, you know, lined out. It makes the cook so much better. Now, all of this can be done the night before. So right here, you can just see that I'm going over, you know, cutting up my onions and putting them in my bowls right there. And then it just makes it so much easier to cook. Like I say, we want to take the mystery and just make it super easy. And now here, you know, I'm going over it. This, you can cut them how you want to. I like to cut my smoked sausages just the way you see it. So listen, put them in a bowl, put my ham hock right on top, and then I'm, you know, done getting all of my ingredients together. Now that we have our ingredients prepped, it's time to rinse our beans. So those are our beans. We're gonna use that strainer right there. Go over to the sink, then we're just gonna go ahead and just pour them in there. And listen, this part really self-explanatory, but this is for all of the new people that, you know, like venturing out, you know, trying to expand their horizon as far as their cooking going. Listen, this is just super easy. Just like how I say, just rinse them, put them in the strainer, run them under some cold water, you know, work your hands around them, get underneath, and you just want to clean them out. And then listen, if you find any of the beans that look like discolored or anything like that, you just want to take them out. So here, now for the good part, crock pot liners. You guys notice that I love them. Only time you don't see me when I don't use them is because I might have been out and forgot to pick up some. But listen, they are must. So now it's time to just go ahead and assemble your meal in your crock pot. You saw we put beans in, bell peppers, we putting the onions in. Then you can go ahead and just put your minced garlic. There is no order to this. It all has to go in. A lot of this right now is just a show for the video, just to make it like super easy. You know, just try to keep it so there's no gray area. Go ahead and just put all of your ingredients in there, minus your salt. You know what? We're gonna save our salt because we're gonna cook it for about 8 to 9 hours. And then the last 2 hours, you just want to go ahead and then taste it and then add salt to taste. Outside of that, very simple. And here you can just see, look, you gotta stir it up. And then we're gonna come with our 8 cups of water. There it is. That's a 2-cup Pyrex, so 4 times. And here comes number 4. Boom. Now be careful. This is 6 quart. This is a 6-quart crock pot. You know what I mean? It kind of like puts it right at the edge. And don't forget, we still got to get that ham hock in there. But there it is right there. We're going to make it work. Listen, trust me. You just do this. Put the lid on there. And we're going to leave it alone. We're not going to take the lid off until the last 2 hours when we taste it for salt. Look, put the top on it. Put this band. This is the kind of crock pot that I had. You put this little band on there. It keeps the seal nice and tight. And then go ahead and then set it. Now I just mentioned we're going to add the salt the last 2 hours after we taste it. Now here we're going to go over the settings. The settings are, listen, if you're going to put it on low, you want to cook it for 9 to 10 hours on low. And then if you want to go ahead and cook it on high, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cook it for 5 to 6 hours on high, but I'm using low. Now the last 2 hours of your cook, you want to go ahead and, remove the lid, and then you want to taste it. What you're doing is you want to taste to figure out how much salt you want to put in there. So this is totally up to you. It goes by your own taste buds. I like to keep mine like a little bit, low, because you can always add salt to each individual bowl or plate. So, and then here we go. Same thing with the pepper. So once you add that, stir it up, and then taste it. And once it's to your liking, go ahead and put your lid back on and continue cooking for the remainder of your time. Now this right here is my cornbread, which I'll leave in the iCard above so you guys can take a look at how I made my cornbread. That right there is a delicious recipe. So once it's done, you're done cooking it, go ahead, remove your top, give it a stir, and then it's time to plate or bowl. And as you can see from the pictures of my thumbnails, I went ahead and put some in a bowl on top of some jasmine rice and used this. Actually, this was like a standalone dinner with the rice and the beans and the smoked sausages. You know what? And that cornbread, that's really truly a filler for myself. So you can see right there, just get it together. That's how it looks. You can see it's piping hot. This is me putting it in the bowl, and then I also plated it on a plate. And either way, I promise you, this is going to be a delicious meal. Here I present to you crockpot pinto beans with smoked sausages. As a reminder, the full recipe is down in the description box below. So, tell me what you guys think about that there.
I can tell you that looks very, very good.
You know what? Thank you. Spoken like a true assistant. So, you know what? I want you guys to let me know this. I want you guys to go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section below and tell me, is this a standalone meal? Are you serving these beans over rice, along with some cornbread and just eating that, by itself? Or is this just like a side dish, like a fixing, to go along with like another main course? You guys just let me know. After seeing how simple it is, and again, you know what? It's all about setting your ingredients up, and that just makes it super easy. Now, when using a crock pot, you guys notice that I use the crock pot liner. If you want to make your cleanup super simple, that's what you're going to need to do. You know what? It's a no-brainer for me, and I wish I could tell my mother right now, how come you didn't find out about these crock pot liners when I was a kid, after washing all those pots? So with that being said, let me go ahead and just take the time to say, hey, if you're new to my channel, let me go ahead and just say, welcome to my channel. You come to a channel where we, trying to make everything super simple. We not sacrificing no taste. Everything is just like big on flavor. You know what? So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it and let everybody know. Listen, here we taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, you guys, I'm out. And Alexa, you got anything you want to say?
I'm out too.
Hey, and we out.